Happy Friday and welcome to the weekend forecast. Let's see what guidance the cards has for us and how we can make the most of the energy ahead. Our first card reveals the overall energy and general theme of this weekend. And it is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords has the reputation of being the sneaky card in the deck. It often represents secrets, avoidance, dishonesty, somebody just not being totally upfront with us. There's also another side of this card that often gets overlooked. The Seven of Swords is also known as the card of strategy. Its appearance in this reading doesn't necessarily mean you need to be suspicious with everybody you come across this weekend. And please, don't interrogate your friends during brunch. Instead, it encourages you to slow down, observe, and think before you act. You may not have all the information yet. Somebody may not be communicating clearly. Or perhaps you still haven't figured out what you want. Rather than rushing into a decision, give your time to gather the facts and listen to your intuition. This card can also remind you that you don't need to share everything with everybody. But not every goal, idea, or plan needs outside opinions, at least not in the beginning stages. Protecting a new idea isn't being secretive. It simply means giving it a chance to grow, to incubate, before subjecting it to everybody's questions, expectations, and advice. This weekend, move thoughtfully. Be selective about where you place your trust and where you invest your energy. Our second card reveals your greatest opportunity for the weekend, and that is the exciting Wheel of Fortune. This is a turning point in the reading. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life is constantly changing. Nothing stays stuck forever. The wheel continues to turn, bringing new circumstances, new possibilities. Your greatest opportunity this weekend may be something totally in left field. You may receive an unexpected invitation, meet somebody at exactly the right time. Here's some information that changes your perspective. Discover a solution you hadn't even considered, or experience one of those magical coincidences that makes you wonder whether the universe has been rearranging things behind the scenes. Spoiler alert, it has. The key is to remain flexible. Sometimes we become so attached to how we think things should happen that we miss an opportunity coming from a completely different direction. If your plans suddenly change over the weekend, give the new direction a chance before deciding it's inconvenient or unwanted. The wheel may be turning in your direction, but you still have to be willing to move with it. And our third card reveals what we need to watch for over the course of the weekend. And in this position, we have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups represents a decision to move away from something because it no longer feels meaningful, fulfilling, or emotionally satisfying. There are times when walking away is an act of courage. It takes strength to admit that you've outgrown a situation, a relationship, a job, a goal, or a belief. But because this card appears in our watch position, it asks us to look carefully at our motivation. Are you walking towards something better? There's an important difference, and you know it. Don't give up on something meaningful because you've experienced a setback, an awkward conversation, you've gotten frustrated, or one disappointing moment. Temporary frustration doesn't always mean that you're on the wrong path. Now, on the other hand, don't continue to pour precious time and energy in a situation just because you feel like you've got too much invested. If your heart has been telling you for a long time that something is over, it's over. Acknowledge the truth and move forward. When we put these three cards together, they tell quite a story. The Seven of Swords asks you to move strategically and trust your instincts. The Wheel of Fortune reminds you to stay open because the situation may shift unexpectedly and most likely in your favor. And the Eight of Cups asks you to be intentional about what you're carrying forward and what you're finally ready to leave behind. Pay attention, gather information, watch for unexpected openings, and listen to that quiet voice that knows the difference between giving up and having the courage to move on. The wheel is turning and a new direction may open up. Your job is to be aware enough to notice the opportunity and courageous enough to follow it when it appears. I'm Jabrielle Morningstar, and that's your weekend forecast. Now, go out and make it magical.